Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, watch my other videos so that I can get to know this beautiful woman. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate that. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions about baby, pregnancy, baby related stuff. Yes, I put it out there on my community and also on Instagram, and I got some questions. I didn't really get a lot, but I got like some questions that will help me address some things. Okay, I also got some very irrelevant questions and I'm not going to be answering those ones, but yeah, so let's just start immediately. All right, so the first question is, okay, I'm going to start from YouTube and then I'll go over to Instagram. So the first is from Anna N. She asked a couple of questions and it goes like this: your daughter is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Anna. Have you gone back to work full time? No, I have not. At the point of shooting this video, I have not gone back to work, but probably by the time this video will be up, most likely I would have gone back to work. I'm going to start work in a week's time, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit this video and then put it up. So yes, as of now, I have not gone back to work. Or intended to stay at home. Okay, no. See, sometime during my maternity leave, I was actually contemplating on whether I should stay back. I mean, I knew that deep down it wasn't really an option, but it was something that came to my mind. I contemplated that. Like, I was like, being at home is actually not bad. I can actually stay at home and take care of my baby and all that. It was just a phase. In summary, it was a phase for me. I was contemplating that, but no, I am not going to be a stay-at-home mom. I did not decide to do that. I'm going to go back to work. The next question is, what was the easiest transition, 1 to 2 or 2 to 3? So I guess that you mean by for my children, right? Like transitioning from 1 child to 2 children and 2 children to 3 children. Okay, I would say it's very easy. It was from 2 to 3. From 1 child to 2 child, a couple of things made it easier for me. First of all, is from my first to my second, I was working in, like say, not a very, but like a more stressful environment. My day job was more stressful for me. So, you know, managing 2 children and work and home and everything was kind of hard, because I was even working while I was at home. Like, there were things I needed to sort out even while I was at home, and it was a bit hard. And also because of the age difference, my first is just 2 years older than my second, so they were like basically just both babies. But with this time around, the first two, the last, my second child is 6 years, almost 6 years older than my baby. So yeah, it's kind of easier because they're helping out now. My first is 7 years going to 8, so it's kind of easier for me. They're helping me out with baby and everything. And then where I work now is kind of a bit less stressful. So definitely from 2 to 3 was very easy. Do you intentionally make out time to spend with the older kids individually? To be honest, I don't, to be honest, because, well, the issue is that my parents live down the street. My parents-in-law also live like up the street. So when I gave birth, I was initially in my parents-in-law's house, and like my mother-in-law just carried my first two. So they will come in like occasionally and come and peep me and baby and just play with baby, and then they will zoom off. And they were going to school then. And even now that we've come back to our house, most of the time they're still there on holidays. But I know that I am supposed to be making out time for them. Like, I mean, there are times that we just spend time together as a family, and, you know, eat together and gist, and they carry baby and all that. But I will not say I'm doing it intentionally. I'm not yet doing it intentionally, and that's because I probably still need rest. I mean, I had a baby 4 months ago, but I know that with time, of course, with time, like when I start work and when baby gets a bit older, you know, I would want to be doing that. Did you co-sleep with your babies? If so, please, I'm so sorry. This dog, I'm just making this video, like my window is just here and my dog is just outside and barking. I don't know why she's barking, but please, if that noise is distracting you, I'm really sorry, because this video must go on. I have somewhere I'm supposed to be in the next few minutes, so this video must really go on. So, did you co-sleep with your babies? If so, till what age? With my first, I did not co-sleep with my first. He had his own cot. He was sleeping there most of the time. I will only have him on my bed maybe in the afternoon when he's taking his afternoon naps, but most of the time he was in his cot. In my second, my husband was not around, so I was shortly in my parents' house and my parents-in-law's house. So I wasn't carrying baby's cot all over the place, and so she was co-sleeping most of the time. With baby, no, she's not co-sleeping with us. She only sleeps on my bed in the afternoon, like when she's taking her afternoon naps, but in the night she's mostly in her cot. My toddler is almost 3 and we still sleep together. I mean, I think that's perfectly fine. It's not, I don't really think it's a big deal. The reason why, like, see, if left for me, I would like my baby to sleep beside me. But the reason why, especially for my third child, my baby now, why I want her to be sleeping in her cot is that she will most likely be my last child. So I'm like, is this cot here for decoration? You're going to utilize it. You're going to sleep inside that cot. So that's even the more reason why why I put her in her cot most of the time to sleep in the night. But left for me, I prefer her to sleep beside me because I mean it's even more convenient to breastfeed in the night. Is more convenient and all that. So if your 3-year-old is still co-sleeping with you, I mean I don't think it's bad. I think it's absolutely okay. Even my older kids, they still sleep in my room like till tomorrow. You know, we put a mattress on the floor for them because they have their individual rooms, but they don't like sleeping in their individual rooms. So I don't think it's bad. Okay, so that's that for Anna. And the next question is from Lydia Anoche, and Lydia is asking, your baby girl is so pretty. Thank you so much. Please, why did you choose combination feeding, formula plus breast milk, as opposed to exclusive breastfeeding? Okay, actually I made a video, like a full detailed video on the reasons why I do combination feeding. I don't know if that video is up. See, I make so many videos, but my issue is sitting down to edit those videos, so I don't know which one is going to go up first, but maybe I'll put that one first before this one, so that if you're watching Lydia, you can go and watch and see like the full detailed reason why I'm doing combination feeding. But one of them is because I'm a 9-to-5 mom, and I know that it's going to help baby to transition quickly. From my own experience, my first child did not really transition so fast like when I wanted to start work, so I decided to start on time. That's one of the reasons. I have other reasons, so it's there in the video. Please, if you can watch it, please watch it. The next question is this even a question? Chamaka Chamaka said, I beg now baby, I won't ask question why she carried 20 people cuteness. Now this kind of thing will make some women want to get belly over and over. The other room is there for you. Go and do the needful. The room is open for all of us. But thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Chuku, it's God. It's God that gave us beautiful babies, so we give him all the glory. All right, so that's that for the questions I got on YouTube. Let's now head over to Instagram. So my Instagram questions were mostly DMs, so I'm just going to read them out. I don't want this video to be long. I'm going to be as fast as possible. So the first one is, did you have postpartum depression? No, I did not have postpartum depression, and I've never had postpartum depression, but I know people who have had postpartum depression, and it's real, and it's a very sad situation, because I mean, on one hand you have a baby that you need to take care of, but on the other hand you're not feeling good about yourself and about the baby even, and it's real. But if you have postpartum depression, please reach out to people, reach out to family members. If you're feeling some kind of way after you've had your baby, it's absolutely normal, but it is also worthy of sharing. So share with somebody around you, family, friends, anybody that you're comfortable talking with. So to answer your question, no, I have never had postpartum depression. Will you have more kids? We leave that one for God. We leave that one for God though. But if you ask me as a human being sitting right here all by myself, I would say no, I don't want to have more kids. But you know, this is marriage. It takes two people, you know. Even though I am a husband at this point, we are very okay with our 3 kids. But I don't know, maybe tomorrow now he will come back and say, hey, I want to have a Jima. But at this time, as of now, no, I don't think I want more kids. I'm very grateful to God for the 3 lovely children that he gave me. So no. Are you still on treatment for Asherman syndrome? No, I'm no longer on. I'm not on treatment anymore. So I have this syndrome called Asherman syndrome. I made a couple of videos around Asherman syndrome, what it is and all that. You can just click in the description or go through my channel. You're going to see those videos. So apparently I got pregnant, and so that means I don't know if I'm from my doctor's response and from what he told me after I had my baby. He said I do not have anything again. So I don't know. I think God gave me perfect healing. But I give God the glory. Asherman syndrome was something I dealt with for a couple of years, and becoming pregnant is even a miracle, and I'm not on any treatment again for it. The next question is from Chinyere Amaka. Did your baby have colic? If yes, what did you do? So colic, yeah, I think yes, she had colic, but it wasn't severe. Colic is something that happens to babies. If you don't know, it's usually common in newborn babies. Some babies have it worse, some babies have it better. So I think my baby had colic, but it was a mild colic. Like, she didn't go on and on and on and on. Like, she wasn't always crying and always in discomfort or always distressed. It was just something that happened briefly and it went away. So yeah, she had colic. And if yes, what did you do? I didn't do anything. I know that there are drugs out there that you can give your child. You can administer to your child to help to calm the colic down. I've never used any of them for any of my 3 children. I usually just wait it out. Like, it's something that will pass within a month or 2. Your child is going to be fine. So I did not do anything. I was always comforting the baby, breastfeeding, rocking her, carrying her. That was just basically what I did. So yes, well, I would say I did something. Those were the things I did. Whenever I saw her in discomfort, I would breastfeed her, I would rock her. Yeah, those are the things I did. How long did you, this same person is also asking, how long did you stay in the hospital after your C-section? After my C-section, I stayed just 2 days after my C-section. I think normally you're supposed to stay longer than that, I'm not sure. But because I have trained doctors around me, it was okay for me to go home because they would always check up on me and all that. But I had my baby on a Saturday, and by Monday I was at home. There are things that can also help you with C-section recovery. I made a detailed video about that as well. It's going to be in the description box, or you can just go through my channel and see that. One of the things that you can do to quicken your recovery is to start moving around immediately, which I did. And once the doctors can see that you can stand up on your own and walk, they will most likely discharge you. So yeah, I did that and I was discharged by Monday. I don't know if that is because I have doctors around me, maybe, I don't know, but I spent 2 days in the hospital. So the next question is from Chinwe Okeke. Why did you choose C-section? Why did I choose C-section? It wasn't really like I chose it per se. So I've had prior to my baby, I've had 2 cesarean sections, okay? The first one was an emergency CS. I didn't opt for CS immediately. I was going through labor was not progressing, and baby was in distress, and they had to rush me into the theater for an emergency C-section. My second, I went through labor, and I did, labor is, none of them is easy, but I would say labor is not easy, I beg. My second one was an elective cesarean section because I had a really traumatizing time in that labor. So I opted for an elective cesarean section. This time around, I didn't really choose it per se. I was actually very open to trying a vaginal birth this time around because it's been almost 6 years after I had my second child. That's one. And then there was room for pain relief. Which I didn't really have that opportunity in my second and in my first child. So there was room for epidural and all that. So I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I can try the VBAC. It's called VBAC, which is vaginal birth after a cesarean section. But my doctor asked me to come in and checked everything. I was like, madam, get ready for a cesarean section. So I didn't really choose it, even though I knew it was an option. Yeah. The The next question is, which is better, C-section or vaginal birth? Well, I've not had experience of a vaginal birth, like an actual pushing. I've been through labor, been through the whole labor thing, and I've also been through a cesarean section. Okay, so from my experience going through labor, not like vaginally giving birth to a baby, if you ask me, I would say please give me C-section any day, anytime. Honestly, I went through labor. It was natural labor. There was no form of pain relief or anything. It is painful. Labor is very painful. Please, some people have it easy. They will say that they just labored for a few hours and then they had their baby. I was in labor like one whole day. You see that labor? I prefer cesarean section. CS is painful. CS is very painful. Yes, to me, it's very painful. But that, I don't know. I would prefer to just, okay, you know what? Take me into the theater, cut me, give me my baby, let me carry my child, and now be and I'll be taking painkillers. Because once you take painkillers after your CS, you know, and move around, you're most likely going to be fine within a week or two. And once you're fine, you're fine. At least from my own experience. But with that vaginal, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm even making sense of what I'm saying. But the summary is that if you give me C-section and give me vaginal delivery, at least the labor that I experienced, I'll take C-section. Okay, that's it. So the very last question, I saved this one for last because when I saw this question, I was like, okay, is would you have preferred to give birth abroad? You know why this question is very funny to me is that I got this question a lot. Like, it wasn't one person that asked me that question. In fact, one person even said that most YouTubers, mentioned a couple of YouTubers' names, gave birth or traveled abroad to have their babies. Why did I not do that? I just laughed. Did you give me money? Did you say, okay, no, take money and go to this hospital in the abroad? In fact, not even just money. Give me visa. Give me everything. Take me to American or Canadian or UK embassy or anywhere and just give me visa and say, okay, this is your visa. Take money, do everything, go and have your baby and come. But I'm just laughing. Like, this is it's just comic relief, okay? The truth of the matter is that I'm actually indifferent about, you know, giving birth abroad. If you can give birth abroad, fine and good. If you cannot give birth abroad, fine and good. If it's for your child to have a better future or to be able to leave the country, you know, when they want to leave the country, like to have another passport, I don't really understand that, because I have family members, my own siblings, who don't live in the country, but they were not born abroad, but they relocated. You get? So I don't really see it as, okay, once you give birth abroad, this one, that one. If my child turns 18 and wants to go and study abroad, I know I can afford to send that child abroad to go and study abroad. Why is this dog barking? Please, you people should, please, I'm still begging. Pardon that dog. That dog I'm married. Okay, so what was I even saying? If my child is 18 and wants to study abroad, maybe like go for studies, university and all that, I know by God's grace I can afford to send my child abroad. So I'm kind of really indifferent about the whole giving birth abroad thing, to be very, very honest. I'm very, very indifferent about it, because if anybody wants to jabba, they will jabba whether they were born abroad or not. So why I laughed when I saw that question was this particular comment, because the person called some names, some YouTubers' names. I was like, okay, let's even say I cannot afford to travel abroad. Would you give me the money? Would you give me the money? But that's not even like, I know if I wanted to travel abroad to have my baby, I would have stepped towards it. But it's just that it's not my thing. I don't know. I'd rather have my baby here and carry on my children and go abroad and go for vacation. I don't know. It's just my own opinion. It's not really something I value so much. It's not something I gave serious thought. my colleagues, people I know, you know, travel abroad and have their babies and all that, which is fine. Anyone you decide to do is absolutely fine. Giving birth in Nigeria as well is absolutely fine. We still have hospitals here that will take care of you here in Nigeria. So would I have preferred to travel abroad? No. Or I didn't give it a thought. Like, it wasn't in my plan. I did not plan for it. I did not think about it. It's not something I would say I would be so happy to. Like, I wouldn't, how do I put it? It's not something I would say I wasn't planning towards it, and that was because I was indifferent about it. So yeah, those are the questions I got. Other questions I got were kind of irrelevant questions, not related to what I asked or what I wanted to make the video about, which is pregnancy, postpartum, baby, and all that. So maybe some other time I'm going to have another Q&A session where you can ask me personal questions pertaining to me and, you know, me myself, not pregnancy and baby. So yes, thank you so much for those that sent in their questions. I hope this video is not so long. I'm going to try to edit this video to be as short as possible. Anyways, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I'm going to end the video here. If you have not subscribed, like I said, subscribe. Go and watch my other videos so that you can get to know me better. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you in my next upload. Take care. Bye.